at 5.
Metro is responding tonight to criticism about its decision to close 3 stops this Labor Day weekend for track work.
Those stations are the Pentagon City, Crystal City, and Reagan National stops. And with a lot of people shopping and traveling this holiday weekend, a lot are wondering why Metro would close those stations now. Megan McGrath has that story.
Good morning. The Pentagon City Metro Station. It's a busy place. During the week, many use it to get to their offices. On the weekends, you have the shoppers headed to the mall. With Labor Day sales and back-to-school shopping, many wonder why Metro would close the station for the entire weekend.
Well, it's obviously very poor planning. I mean, no one would close it on a holiday weekend.
And the Pentagon City station isn't the only one affected. Track work will also close the Crystal City and Reagan National stops. Many lawmakers who represent the area say they just found out about the shutdowns and argue that riders haven't been given enough notice. In a letter to Metro's general manager, Representatives Jim Moran and Gerry Connolly expressed concern, particularly with the closure of the airport station at a time when many people will be leaving town for the holiday weekend. They write, quote, public service notices through the media should have been made well in advance of the closure. Having knowledge of this closure would have allowed them to make alternate travel plans and avoid unnecessary changes. Those planning on using the airport station agree.
I've got family coming in, and so obviously it's not that far of a drive, but I was counting on them just being able to jump on so that we could kind of keep doing what we're doing.
So why close 3 stations this weekend? Metro officials say Labor Day is one of the lightest travel periods of the year, and that last year only 7,000 riders used the airport station. That's half the normal ridership. And they say this kind of work also requires 3 days to complete.
In this case, all we'll need is 1 weekend. We need a long weekend to go in, take the entire rail switch out, put a new one in. And once we're done this weekend, we will not have to come back there for another 25 or 30 years.
As for public notification, Metro says that they did put out a release in the early part of August that detailed the work that was going to be done down there on the tracks and also mentioned possible impact to stations. They did not, however, put out a separate notice on the station closures alone.